y'all hear me? I'm here today as one worker of many, showing our power united as part of the Durham Workers' Assembly. I am the co-chair of the Duke Graduate Students Union. Woo! And last fall, we won a historic victory. We unionized one of the largest private universities in the South, 2,500 PhD grad workers who teach, who do research, who run this university, and without whose labor this university wouldn't exist.
That's right!
We saw the increasing cost of living in Durham. We saw our collective power when it came to negotiation, and we took that power and are currently making a contract so we can win $25 an hour fair pay and bring that to the rest of Durham.
Take it!
At one of our rallies last year, Reverend Barber of the Poor People's Campaign told us that Duke is an institution of knowledge. And any institution of knowledge ought to know that not paying its workers a living wage is immoral. We want Duke to not just be an institution of knowledge, but an institution of morality, an institution of accountability, an institution of community. But we cannot do that alone. Duke is one of the largest employer in Durham. There are custodians, facility staff, nurses, secretaries, bus drivers, administrators, instructors, administrative staff instructors that are part of Duke, and we want these benefits to not just go to us, but for us all. We want Duke to not be investing and benefiting from the companies that make the weapons of war, but to invest in our community. Duke's $11 billion endowment is growing, but we aren't seeing the benefits. It's time that we make Duke pay to be a part of a healthy, a thriving Durham where we all can live, where we all can work, where we all can find justice and peace.
Make them pay!
By having this union and extending it in solidarity to others around Durham, we're not just one worker that is powerless, we are a collective that is powerful. Our demands be heard, and Duke will be will make this community better, and if not, we have the power to shut it all down. We can do this. If not now, when? If not now, when? If not who?
Us!
Y'all know what I mean. Thank you very much. And let's see Duke make these payments. And let's get that $25 an hour.
We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest, it's closed! Divest! will not rest. It's closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest. It's closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest. It's closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest. It's closed. Divest.
Can people hear this? I heard there was a request to make it louder. Is that good? Is that any different? Louder, more?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll speak as loud as I can. All right. I can speak loud. I just don't want to pierce anyone's ears. I'm Emily Lynn Rogers, speaking on behalf of Duke academics and staff for justice in Palestine. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I'm a professor here at Duke. I'm wearing this sling on my arm today because while supporting our students at the Duke Gaza Solidarity Camp at UNC, I, along with several dozen incredibly brave students, were brutally detained by the police. Right now, right here, we are seeing how scared our universities are of us, which means that it is working. They are trying to silence us, but we will never stop until all of Palestine is free. Duke University has an $11 billion endowment, yet paid only $3.7 million in property taxes last year. In reality, what it owes is likely $250 million back to workers and to the community if it really stood up to its claims to be a good neighbor and ethical university. That money instead goes into investing in financial conglomerates who directly support human rights crimes and fund genocide in Gaza. This makes Duke rich, while the rest of the community suffers from this affordable housing crisis and poverty wages here in Durham. As a professor, especially one at an elite institution, I can say that we are constantly told that these issues are separate. So many of us academics are taught that only quote-unquote experts can speak on certain things, and the rest of us should remain quiet. This is a mechanism of power to divide us and to divide the issues of Palestinian liberation, worker exploitation, and Duke's complicity in it all. But fundamentally, we at Duke ASJP refuse this. In demanding that Duke disclose ties with Israel, we demand not only that it divest from genocide, but that it reinvest in workers and in the Durham community. The good news is that there are more of us than there are of them. There are more workers than bosses. There are far more people all around the world rising up for Palestine than there are those who benefit from Israel's genocidal war machine, which is fully backed up by the USA and funded by our institutions, including by our own university boards of trustees. These few people are very powerful, but we outnumber them. That is why it is so inspiring to me to see everyone who came out here and to see how Durham Workers' Assembly is connecting these issues. Why I'm honored to be here on this May Day in particular. Academics and staff of John Palestine call on Duke to join Brown, Yale, Princeton, and Dartmouth, the elite institutions it so admires, in making direct payments to the community that surrounds it. Our message to Duke is disclose, divest, and reinvest in our communities. fund workers, not war. I will say it one more time. There are more of us than there are of them. So if we stand together in love and solidarity, if we do not let them divide us, I believe that we will win. I believe